Hello, fellow crystal lovers. Laura Weigel here with the Will to Wild Jewelry and Crystal Healing. So we are now in the month of February, the month of love. And who doesn't want love? It is our deepest soul human experience, is to feel seen and to feel heard and to love. But let me tell you, I know that you've heard this before, but we're going to receive and feel the love that we give ourselves. So I really think that it's important that if our focus this month is going to be about love, and how could it not be with the commercials and when you walk into the grocery store and see the cards and the flowers and the balloons. So it's going to be in our mind, whether you say it is or it isn't, it's there on a subconscious level. So if we're going to be giving our focus to love, I really want you to take the time to think about how you can give yourself that same love, nurturing, and compassion, because it will have a trickle effect into your life, into what you're attracting into your life and what you're allowing into your life. And you can start by doing that, by just giving yourself some acceptance. There's some crystals that I recommended to help promote, to help attract, to help remind you of self-love. And one of them is rose quartz. This is a polished rose quartz, and this is a raw rose quartz. It's a very sweet, gentle, heart-opening stone. It really helps to remind you of self-love and self-compassion and self-nurturing. The other one is peach moonstone. This is a small little pocket one. I prefer, of course, to wear my crystals, but it's nice to have pocket ones as well. Peach moonstone is a stone of creation, of joy, of play. It's connected to our sacral chakra, which is where all of life begins, right? So when you combine rose quartz and peach moonstone together, you're creating from your heart. You're creating a life that you want. You're creating your heart's desires, okay? So I love those two combined, especially for self-love, especially for this month. And then the last one is lepidolite. And the reason I recommended lepidolite is it's absolutely beautiful. It's connected to the crown chakra, so helping our thinking, helping to focus our thoughts on love and compassion and nurturing. It actually contains lithium in it, so it's really, really calming, and it helps with sleep. And we really need to calm our mind to reduce the stress, to get good sleep when we're working on self-love. And so that's why I recommended those three stones. So think of self-love in terms of not just doing things for yourself like getting a massage, or going shopping or getting your hair done, which those things are self-love and they're great. But I want you to think of how can you sit with yourself in those darkest places? How can you maybe even do some shadow work with yourself? And shadow work may look like some unhealed traumas. It may look like some undesirable personality traits. And rather than judge those, just see them. We can't change anything that we aren't willing to see. So to me, one of the most important things you can do for self-love is to actually take the time to see those things, to journal about those things, because they will transform when you see them. But when you push them away and turn an eye and you don't see those things, then they're still going to persist, especially when you judge them. And a lot of times in leading these workshops that I've been leading, women do become more aware. And I hear them all the time, oh my gosh, I'm catching my thoughts, which is great. But then once they catch their thoughts, they turn around and go down another loop of negative self-thinking. Oh my gosh, I just said this about myself. I just criticized this about myself. And then they're re-criticizing them. So I would really invite you to, the next time you catch yourself, be proud of yourself. Catch that thought and say, oh my gosh, I saw it. I saw it. And remember, we aren't our thoughts. They just float through and then we attach to them. So instead, imagine your thoughts as just thoughts clouds floating by in the sky, and try not to attach to them. Be proud that you noticed it, and then replace it. And maybe your thought has something to teach you, so just sit with it and look at it. So happy February, happy month of self-love, and I hope that you got something from this video. I invite you to follow me on the YouTube channel if you enjoy this and want to see more.